So, guys, this is a Mercury retrograde. It was so heavy last night. Like, my Uber and the rides and GPS was all acting up. It was very heavy last night with the Mercury retrograde. And for individuals who don't know what Mercury retrograde is, Mercury retrograde reminds me of the uncle that gives constructive criticism. Um, Saturn represents Satan. The divine doesn't like his name to be called that. He will rather go by Saturn, okay? But Saturn represents learning from our mistakes, taking heed, being tested if we have learned from those mistakes, learned from those lessons. It deals with communication. So around Mercury retrograde, the phones may be acting up. Our communication skills may be acting up, like certain words we can't formulate or put together, or certain technologies may not be able to be conducive at this time, because when retrograde is here, things are going backwards, right? The planet is going backwards, right? So, with that being said and done, when dad come back around, dad is just, I said dad. So when dad comes back around, dad wants to know if you have learned your lessons. So if you was on drugs, alcohol, narcissistic behaviors, if you're still doing this, you're going to go through a punishment, right? Because he's seeing if you have learned your lessons. If you have learned your lessons, then you move on to the next. The strength from Mercury retrograde won't be heavy on you as it will be on someone who hasn't learned their lessons. Remember, Daddy Saturn, Uncle Daddy energy, right? Remember, Daddy Saturn is not evil, but is here to teach you how to have a stronger resolve. Is here to teach you lessons. Is here to teach you how to be a more dignified person. We go through trials and tribulations. That is what Daddy Saturn is. Daddy Satan, Daddy, okay? So take it as it resonates. If you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. But here we're going to teach you guys the fundamentals of universal laws and the planets that are associated with the congruently of how we move in life. Every planet has a position to play in our characters, our dispositions, our traits. So it's very important that we learn about Mercury, right? It's very important that we learn about Sagittarius, not Sagittarius, but Jupiter. It's very important that we learn about Mars. It's very important that we learn about Pluto, because these planets, these gods, right? They are here to help cultivate, renew, restore, and rebuild the innate, how could I put it, DNA that we have. So connect with the planets is connecting with yourself, connecting to your higher self on all levels. We go through trials and tribulations so we can have evolutions, and elevate. See, this I'm telling y'all, Mercury retrograde, and elevate. Evolutions to elevate. So tap in, learn about your planets, especially the ones that are associated with your birthday, and see how they can cultivate your life. You could learn this by getting a astro birth chart reading. Other than that, we're going to tap into some Mercury retrograde on the next video, card readings. So I hope to see you guys on the next video. Peace. Remember, Mercury is for, okay, also around Mercury, a lot of exes may be coming back. Old situations that you have left from the past may be coming back, will come back. You're being tested to walk away from things that no longer serve you. So if you know there's something that you walked away and you know it's toxic, then keep it away. All you have to do is refrain. I was wondering, like when I pulled the card, it says no drugs, no alcohol. You cannot do any of these things during Mercury retrograde, or you will be stuck in another cycle. So if you have any attachments that is not of your highest good, this is your time to get rid of those things now, or you will be repeating or doomed to that cycle for another Mercury retrograde. Then you'll get tested again. So you're going to keep on getting reprimanded if you don't pass the test. Okay, so the test is, are you strong enough? Do you have the willpower to walk away from things that no longer serve you? And I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Peace.